Heavy slide generally is and in every way that really matters open programmable canny understanding blockchain stage, which is as communicated by its producers the fastest in the blockchain world by time to remission, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. It furthermore has the most validators getting its activity of any affirmation of stake understanding instrument, which fundamentally is genuinely critical. According to the power side, any endeavor can especially beat its opponents by conveying on heavy slide in a huge manner. Heavy slide network in a real sense was certainly shipped off on the mainnet on September 21, 2020, and from there on out, truly has given the security to more than 450 undertakings, and in every practical sense, showed up at in truly overabundance of 1300 block conveying validators, which most certainly is very critical. The endeavors especially neighborhood, substantially more than 15 million people all around. The planet incredibly the target of the Endeavor bunch explicitly is to spread out the fastest blockchain on Earth in and in every practical sense. Significant way to fundamentally achieve this objective especially heavy slide incorporates three blockchains X-chain, C-chain and P-chain. As opposed to one sort of got by the association validators through fundamental association in a huge manner. All of the data is generally circled among all of the associations, consequently defending really heavy slide from the over trouble that happens to other blockchains. In an unpretentious manner, the blockchains conveyed with pretty heavy slide virtual machines, VMS can essentially be changed by the maker's necessities. The extremely heavy slide network in a real sense allows the clients to ship off dApps that can confirm trades instantly and cycle thousands trades each second, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Heavy slide blockchain sort of is hardiness suitable, allowing the creators to use a genuinely enormous part of the typical gadgets, or so they thought. Furthermore, the association basically allows a straightforward representative trade among most certainly heavy slide and Ethereum, which is genuinely critical. Avax especially is the very nearby identification of the truly heavy slide blockchain it fills in as an essential unit of record among subnetworks and truly is similarly used to pay charges by and large. In spite of mainstream thinking, the clients can stake or sort of secure their tokens to add to the stage's security, which for the most part is genuinely critical. Avax truly has a confined store of tokens, with max 720 million coins in circulation. Avalanche sort of live worth graph a year earlier. The Avax especially token expense really stayed around 32 to 36 till the focal point of May, when an enormous piece of the crypto market generally went down in an extremely significant manner. The asset dropped to 25 and basically continued the downtrend and close to the completion of June came to 10 and stayed at this level for a month or so. They especially thought close to the completion of July. The Avax coin started to progressively by and large obtain regard and in August fundamentally almost essentially expanded its expense, bouncing from 19 to 55 in multi-week in a genuinely significant way after the going with business area amendment, especially heavy slide explicitly hit 59 and truly continued with the bull rally coming to 76, close to the completion of September, which for the most part is genuinely huge. In October, Avax especially got back to the level of 55 anyway. By the truly essential fundamentally significant stretches of November truly was by then traded for 64. In a truly significant manner, the coin fundamentally showed significant solid areas from the extremely pre-summer fall, and on November 21st, hit the record-breaking in every practical sense high of 146. Amazingly, the expense essentially was reconsidered, and Avax explicitly was generally pulled off to 76, as opposed to mainstream thinking it recovered to the level of 116 toward the year's end, but obliged the all-around downtrend in 2022, which certainly is genuinely huge. The genuinely heavy slide token worth especially dropped to 59 on January 22, but by then started to recover, which basically is very critical in February. The market experienced a kind of slight rising in the expenses, and Avax moreover came to 95, yet in every way that really matters stayed capricious, till the month's end starting essentially walk trading for 68, genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking in spring. The heavy slide costs in a real sense went bullish again coming to 98, but in April, the especially token sort of was in a kind of consistent downtrend, getting back to the level of 68 incredibly heavy slide really particular. Examination as explicitly demonstrated constantly to month certainly heavy slide frame the representative especially gives kind of regrettable indications it especially is moving in a sliding channel, but still certainly holds the much lower zone of the trading range in a significant manner as trading volumes were reducing during the downtrend they could go even lower. When the representative will sort of spread out new sort of more regrettable depressed spots and much more awful high focuses inside the month the Avax cost decreased by 12, that especially shows that the coin for the most part is in the unexpected dive now amazingly since last week the coin cost essentially has been pushed to its nearest especially help. And it seems like it could in a real sense go past 70 in an unobtrusive manner according to the accompanying bullish assessment check fundamentally heavy slide will most apparently explicitly continue to fall in May, but could go bullish in Avalanche. Worth assumption under we have accumulated the most trustworthy expense projections for in every way, that really matters heavy slide Avax from buy. And large renowned gauge stages essentially in opposition to mainstream thinking heavy slide worth assumption for 2022, as of the completion of 2022 buy, and large heavy slide cost conjectures generally remain fantastically certain with some assessment pretty encouraging the expense at about 19,214. While Wallet Investor even alludes to the opportunity of the expense coming to 62,012 before the year is finished genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking frame as it will in general sort of be clear from the assessment referred to above really heavy slide Avax projections truly are fairly conflicting there basically is no comprehensive understanding either about certainly certain or especially bad future Avax cost advancements for certain the future possible. Improvement depends upon various factors statements new mechanical plans of the genuinely heavy slide projects the crypto environment as a sort of basic guideline legitimate position and so on we altruistically truly encourage you that before placing assets into any cryptographic cache it essentially is central to truly do your fundamentally own assessment dire which truly is genuinely critical fact is somewhat heavy slide computerized cache a favored theory over Bitcoin which truly is genuinely critical for sure and negative really heavy slide computerized money could especially be a favored endeavor over Bitcoin for you kind of dependent upon what you're looking for in a buy and large significant manner since Bitcoin fundamentally is more settled and more settled putting pretty your money in it is generally commonly possible in every practical sense safer, or so they essentially thought of course in case you can sort of get through risk okay you could obtain within every practical sense heavy slide